in Vikings Live broke down my entire charge from why it was child abuse to why it was amended back to a battery. I also explained to Viking and you, Grow, in that live that I did not have the paperwork in my hand physically. I gave you guys permission because, again, I thought
Well, then
Viking.
today when it was brought up, it wasn't worded that way, and it sounded like a whole separate thing. Because I heard
Exactly. That's what IO does.
Yeah.
That's my point.
That's not what HollyMae told me back then with Viking. No,
he literally told you to. He did not even know the ages. He talked about the charge and used the word child. So it sounds like she was fucking beating the shit out of a little kid.
And then said that I
didn't want no part of
guilty
that.
to it. And then said that I pleaded guilty to it. He
And
does
like that's the problem. Don't be putting shit like when you know the truth about people's charges. Why are we making up false shit? Especially charges that have been brought up and drug up and drug up and drug up. Why aren't we just talking about the truth if you want to talk about it?
Marsha, listen, somebody play the recording that I was in there fucking egging it on. I said I ain't got
but this isn't gonna work with Shushu antagonizing
Shushu's
Nicole.
been Holly's girl. Shut up, girl.
But this ain't gonna work with Shushu antagonizing Nicole like this. If that's what y'all want.
What is wrong with you,
Because
bitches?
Shushu, you got no business right now.
Not a bitch that has me. It's okay with women
everything you've done and
raping,
been
but worried about somebody's charges.
For real, Shushu.
Talking about my kid.
I mean, if y'all want to have a conversation with Nicole, her antagonizing Nicole is not going to work. It's not.
Keep the boxes the way they are, and
Oh,
I legit just came up here to say, why is I going to shame anybody for their charges when didn't he get swatted on live while he was?
No, it wasn't swatted. It was a wellness check gone wrong. If anybody has ever been involved around or seen a fucking raid before, that was not no fucking raid. He can say it till he's blue in the face. A raid is not going to be asking for your phone politely.
Facts. They would already have a warrant for that shit.
And not only that, but they're coming in gunpoint, period.
Yup, facts. And let me just say something real quick and then I'll drop because the slime got out of the box. But like, how disgusting do you have to be to sit in a box and back a man up who not only makes shit up about every motherfucker on TikTok and you buy it hook, line, and sinker, but you also fucking back a dude who sat with Boss Hog in his fucking and calls him a good dude. That dude unalived his own fucking baby and unalived somebody, quote unquote, in a fight by mistake. And he's a good fucking dude. You're a bunch of slimy ass bitches over there.
Listen,
a bunch of slimy ass pathetic bitches.
I don't know what's going on with you, Shushu, Nicole, Grow. I don't know what's going on with y'all at all.
Let me tell you what's going on. They just don't like me, and I don't like them. They're liars. They sit and talk about you right along with IO. So I don't know why you trust these girls and even give them a chance to talk. Because you know what's up, Holly. They fake as fuck, girl.
Everybody comes into the live, or anybody that's in this live, if they request, everybody knows. So I can't even get mad at
No, but you know what she just did right now? She was like screaming and acting like, oh,
but all you guys started screaming at each other.
I wasn't screaming. I don't sit with no boss.
I'm not just needed to be heard by.
I'm not going to
them.
scream, Shushu. But what you're not going to do is ever speak for me. You're right. I'm not going to scream. I'm not.
I do want to say though, girl, like it was kind of disappointing the clips I got of you today because I've never had issues.
No, but what Shushu is not going to do is sit up here and say that I sat there and talk about HollyMae or Ratina for that matter, because I believe I said 4 or 5 times in a live today for a reason. I do not want to be involved with anyone's charges or past because it ain't my motherfucking business. I myself right now am in no shape, way, or form allowed to even talk about someone else's bullshit, and I don't want no part of it. It doesn't make me feel no differently about HollyMae or Ratina, period, end of day. I don't want to know their charges. I mean, I do know Ratina's and all that, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Ratina knows I know her shit, and I've never thought of her any differently or less, Shushu, so you're wrong, bitch.
Girl,
don't sit up here and tell these girls I Queen been talking about them because I know they know better. Don't play with me, Shushu.
Listen, I don't care about what's going on.
I would say it to Ratina, baby.
Right.
Don't play with me.
Shushu, Shoo,
Listen,
I don't care about.
Bro's got the ability to contact me personally.
Exactly. I've never talked shit about Bertina nor HollyMae ever, and I won't, because they've never done shit to me. So Shushu, you can try all you want, baby, but they've never done shit to me. I don't just attack people for no reason. And you little girl, to sit up here and say that we just don't like you, why don't you tell them what you did to your friend Sassy? Why don't you tell them what you did to everybody else in that group? You're shiesty, you're shady, and you're a fucking snake. That's what you are.
Doing it.
That's what you are. This girl Shushu likes to recruit people to go against one girl named Sassy.
Girl, sorry, I'm muted. Can we not start yelling other names to bring other names into here?
I'm sorry.
It's already enough.
Sassy's in here though too.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'll just say her friend. You know what you did to your friend. You're fake as fuck. You try to play me with it. You try to recruit people against that shit.
Listen.
Look at you now over here trying to recruit them. Girl, bye.
I've been friends with Holly for a long time.
Right, but what I'm
and more power to you. But
So
don't
then
you
you
dare
know-
try to weaponize me against Holly or Bertina.
Who
It ain't
weaponized
gonna
you?
fucking fly. You ain't gonna weaponize me
weaponized
against
you?
these girls.
Because
You're doing it right now by trying to say they just talk about you. They don't care about you. I do
talk about her.
You don't know
Who's
what
in the
kind of
comments
past I got
too?
Bertina or fucking HollyMae. It's your goddamn business.
Girl,
and
shut
you,
up.
ma'am, HollyMae, how do you feel about this? You want to talk about people shoo while you sitting there with Boss Hog when he called my friend who's a black man the N-word 14
I don't
times
sit with
on
Boss Hog.
recording, you fake bitch.
I don't sit with Boss Hog.
Yes,
Y'all were
you
in the
did.
box
You were
seat
last
right as
night,
well.
motherfucker.
Y'all were in the
You
box
were
seat
last
right
night.
as well.
Y'all,
So
she was
if
in the...
somebody's in a box, y'all want to say they chill with them? Wrong.
Listen,
Mute me all you want. 45 minutes with a racist.
listen. I do not fuck with Boss Hog at all, or any of his little chickadee D over there. None of that.
Listen, I don't want to yell, and I don't want to recruit Monster in here to yell, but this live needs to stay focused. Needs to stay focused on what we were talking about.
Exactly. I don't care about anything
can we
that.
keep other beef off this for just.
Sure, but just know she sits with Boss Hog. Just know
I don't sit with Boss Hog.
I'll give you the recording for
So
you.
can we keep grow like the people that pertain to the matter? Can we keep them, please? Like it's not going to go anywhere.
I apologize for screaming. I'm sorry. You're right. I shouldn't have brought it up, but just know who that is. That's all. That was a long live you had last night.
Listen, I understand the people in the comments that are talking about IO that's, he sat with Boss Hog and all that shit. Here's my thing. I don't fuck with IO. I don't give a shit where he sits. I don't give a shit what he does. This man literally, like you said, you know what I'm saying? He says a story and then twists the narrative to make it seem like it's something that it's not, which is what he did to you. But my thing is, girl, you've heard this story. When he said
I know the
something about
severity
a
of your
child.
story.
I mean, when he said something about a charge and a child.
Well, that falls on me then. I take that ownership because I thought that was a whole different thing he was talking about. I really honestly, and this is the honest truth, did not recollect the last situation where you did tell me that. And for that, I apologize. That's my fault. I truly thought there was a second situation. That's why I said, I don't want to know. Ain't my business.
Well,
I didn't know.
it's been so long, Gro. We don't.
Yes, it was like 6-7
6-7
months ago. But I really did think that was a whole separate thing. I didn't know it was the same thing HollyMae told me about. So that part's my fault. That's not IO's fault. That's my fault. That's on me.
What is IO's fault is him lying. Is him bringing this shit back up and making it seem like it's fucking world star news and shit, that it's brand new and it's this new charge and it's a child under the age of fucking 15. We were both 17. My pinned video is literally showing the date of the incident and the date I was arrested. I was a month and a week, 18 years old at 4:00 in the morning, getting not dragged out the bed because they knocked on the door and they brought me out. You know what I'm saying? But still.
Well, and that's why I wish Nicole would possibly come back, because I don't even want to say this. I got to say it because I need to, but you don't have to believe me. I don't care. But just a couple weeks I've been hanging out in IO's lives. This is the truth. I don't know where or why this all got brought up today, but he truly don't sit there and talk shit on you like that in them lives. I wouldn't be there just chiming in.
I know he doesn't because I watch.
Hensley, you've been there. He really does not talk bad about
it's
you
just
and bring
whenever
you
the
up
fuck.
on it.
Here's the thing. It was like 3 weeks ago. I was in the live and there was a troll account in there, and I said, I don't remember. I said something smart about, because they were talking about racism. So I, in the comments, said, just like Io said, he can't be racist because he's brown. Next thing you know, a troll account is in there talking shit to me, and he's live bringing up my charges, talking shit about me, and then drags HollyMae into it. It was just a few weeks ago. I was in a box today to talk about Discord, and he said something fucking smart. So of course I'm gonna fucking respond. And yeah, I said not all of us cry when the cops show up to our house.
Did y'all want me to message Nicole and ask her if she would come back? Because I would prefer, if we're going to talk about this, she would be here. I know Io obviously will not be here, but that's her
release the boxes down.
What the fuck is going on?
Monster, me and Nicole came in here to speak to Retina and HollyMae with all respect. Nobody's going to come in here and fight with these girls because we like these girls. I do. I like Hensley, of course. And I'm not trying to bring shit up, but Shushu came up here and we already know her and Nicole. I don't like Shushu either. They don't get along. Here comes Shushu coming in hot, trying to antagonize Nicole. It ain't going to happen. No calm conversation can happen with Shushu jumping at her like that. This ain't got nothing to do with Shushu.
You a
lie. It has nothing to do with her. Shushu, what does this have to do with you?
You a lie.
But what does this have to do with you? Were you a part of it 7 months ago? Were you a part of it today?
This is fucking wild. So
It is,
my
Monster.
two
It's
friend
horrible.
groups are fighting.
No, just Shushu. I'm not fighting Retina or HollyMae.
No, we're
not at
not.
all.
Shushu came up in the box and then told me or said that Nicole and Grow talk shit about us. They both said no, they don't.
And Hensley,
they started arguing
Never.
about whatever they are.
Monster, you know how I talk good about Retina and HollyMae. I've always liked them. I don't dog them ever. I got no reason to until they come for me for what?
I'm not going to believe it until I see a clip.
Yeah, I've always said I like these girls.
We'll get a clip. I'll send it to HollyMae.
You don't have a clip of me saying shit. And Nicole,
I got
don't
HollyMae's
show
number.
it right now.
I'll give it to her.
Just
Then
show
play
it
it
now.
right now.
shit.
Then play
I
it
ain't
right
playing nothing
fuck
right now.
so you can stop. Exactly. Then don't come at me with that bullshit. You
I'll give
always
it to
do that
HollyMae.
shit.
Don't worry about it.
Nah, give it to her
So
now.
then just play it right now.
Shushu, you know
not
me.
about
You
the
know
back
me,
shit.
motherfucker. I ain't scared. No offense, Retina HollyMae. I apologize. I ain't scared of these two ladies.
Stop
If
acting
I didn't
fake,
like
girl.
them and they've seen me in action, I'll come in here and
Well,
say it to
because
them.
I mean, listen, I ain't trying to be funny or nothing like that, but I did say that I wasn't having a live for all night because I got to work in the morning.
I heard you.
Two jobs, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got time to go back and forth with your guys' issue.
Exactly. I'm trying to stay away
Right.
from it, but this bitch won't let it. I don't even know why she's up here opinionating on it. You weren't around
Why
1
you
month
up
ago
there?
or
Why you
now.
up there babying Nicole?
That's fine. You're HollyMae's
And,
friend. I'll never clown you for that. But
just
mind your business.
1 second to grow. Like so over there too, they know that I'm over here. Like, and they don't say anything when I'm in there.
Not when you're in there.
They don't at all. I swear to God, IO does not bring
Well,
these girls up
listen.
like that.
I'm just gonna say it like this: nobody has to swear to God, swear to Jesus, swear to kid. None of that. Because I'm a motherfucking troll of all trolls, and I be literally everywhere. You think I don't?
Can you read that comment,
window lick?
HollyMae? From Bedazzled, I was window licking in iOS today. Grow stopped anyone trying to talk about HollyMae and Retina. And I did.
I was gonna say a lot of us window lick. A lot of us fucking window
No,
lick.
that's not what I mean. They're telling you that I did
Oh,
that.
I know, bro. This is what I'm saying. I know. I be window licking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to hear none of that. Again,
I wish she would stop.
It has to do with IO fucking lying on me and making it seem like these fucking charges are something that they're not, and claiming that I straight up said that he fucking contacted my ex. If he contacted my ex, I wouldn't be on this app right now. The stuff that you got going on with Grow and Nicole ain't got shit to do with what's going on right here, right now.
Thank you. And it hurts
Is
you.
what I'm saying. Regardless of how long anybody been cool or what copacetic or whatever the case may be, ain't got shit to do with your guys' issue right now. You know what I'm saying? If this was a Friday night live and we were going to be live all night, then pop off. Do what you got to do. I don't give a fuck. It is, but this live goes crazy. I know that. But right now, that's not what it was about at all.
Y'all, shut the fuck up. Y'all, you
That's all
dumb
I was
bitch.
trying to say, HollyMae. I didn't have to be a screaming match.
Shushu or not? Because if not,
I'm not playing no clip right now. I'm
Okay,
not
well
on the
then-
second device.
okay, that's on you then.
Fuck out of here.
So,
Okay. I'll get down because these crybabies, though.
No, I ain't no crybaby. Thank you.
Crying. Go find an account to come back because you motherfuckers are reporting me.
stop reporting.
Shit, all three of you
Who's
guys got
fucking
reported at
crying?
the same time. I'm like, oh, hell no.
My bad again, HollyMae.
I don't listen. Nobody. I remember having a conversation with Nicole a long time ago. No, I'm not saying anybody got to apologize for coming in this bitch hot because it's the gas station. You never know what's being talked about. You never know who's hitting below the belt because you don't know the other people's beef. You don't know. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, IO is fucking lying on me. All because he got his fucking panties in a bunch because Ratina said something to him in a space she's at and he's not. That ain't cool. It's not at all. If IO don't want to be addressed by anybody from over on this whole side of the app, not just my live, but this whole side of the app, people he's had falling out with, people he's gotten people he used to be, whatever, like, then don't go in spaces they're at because they always say something to him. I see it all the time in every chat he's in. Even when he comes in here, I see people address him and I see him address people. But he be also addressing people that don't address him. And then when they do address him, this is what he does. I'm not going for it. I went months back and forth with his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to continue doing it. I'm not going to fucking... No, I'm not.
I don't
He's
think
bored
that's
and
what
he
he
wants to find
wants. I
somebody to
think
go at. Tell him find somebody new to where it will be fresh. Like a breath of fresh air for his ass to go after back and forth. I'm not doing it for months and months and months. I'm not. Trust me, he cries way too much.
so. I mean, I guess I've seen what I've seen. I haven't seen what I really wanted to see, him taunting you
We
on
may be able to
video.
find it.
No,
Just
what do you mean? Ratina showed it already.
she's talking about the X thing.
Playing with
The live.
exactly, showing my whole fucking name while his people were trying to come at me the way that they were. They dug into a fucking record that was expunged. Period, point blank. Semantics is what we're playing, and I ain't doing it.
Right, but HollyMae, I mean, my side, I think we're a little different. We get a little bit more cutthroat.
Oh yeah, I've always said that.
Yeah,
I
when
told you
put a
this side
name
is
out
like
to
Betty
me-
Crocker. Your guys' side is like motherfucking El Pacino.
I've always called it the fancy side. I still take my shoes off and use my handkerchief at dinner. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta take your shoes off at HollyMae's house.
I wasn't
fancy.
gonna sit around and fucking call. I wasn't waiting for him to call his bluff. I deactivated my page, went down to my local authorities, found out, and I'm not even gonna lie. I asked the cop straight to his face, "Where can I shoot that I won't get in trouble?" He told me nowhere. So I said, okay. But then I found out some information on my ex that keeps me safe fully. You know what I'm saying? You reach out to me, baby, and you might as well say goodbye to your life. Because, honey, listen, being revoked on top of the remaining time of my of my restraining order, yeah, you done for it. But, you know what I'm saying? I found that out through going to the police about my ex. It never had anything to do with IO. I said that when I came back. I said that in Vikings Live. And I said that when dumbass Bougie tried to fucking use that as a dig.
Mallory, bougie, peekaboo.
So can I ask you a question? Were you
Yeah.
already doxxed though?
No.
Before you even put your name out?
Nope.
Well, today didn't he say that he didn't put the name on it though? That's where I'm confused.
He's put his name, but saying he didn't put no address and all that.
Mm-hmm.
No, instead I was getting fucking trolls. I was getting messages like this. Ratina was getting comments on his fucking.
So Slot never.
You should know nobody in healthcare should act like you, acting tough on the app. Stupid, you're a whole fucking joke, big mouth. I feel bad for your husband. Even he told you to shut the fuck up when your window was open. Jeez. Are you punching the air right now? Wow. Yeah.
See, this is how I used to respond all the time. I'd crack a fucking joke like, bro, you're fucking dumb.
Mm-hmm. But that's a troll account, right? Just to clarify. Okay. Holly, this is Pookie, and I wanted to apologize for anything I was ever in the middle of involving you. I never meant any harm and was sucked into IO crap. I'm no longer in the crew for many reasons like this. If you don't accept, I totally understand. And you know what? Them girls back then, like I said, he was kicking it with were fucking nasty to HollyMae, bro. I was there for that because we flipped out. I went war with them girls. I forget their names now, but I ain't seen them around. I think one was Tina. Was it Tina Marie was one of them or something? Tina. Something.
Yeah, the one that said that I went after her, and I was like, oh, I did?
Yep, we were in Vikings Live, and I popped the fuck off on that.
No,
bitch.
I'm talking about recently.
Oh, I'm talking about back then.
Is Bubbles or Holly? Can you play what I sent you in your DMs? Bubbles, can you come in and play it?
Honey, baby, you're not telling us anything we don't know. I assure you. HollyMae knows who Nicole and Grow are. I promise you, you ain't telling her nothing new. I promise you, baby.
And none of
Hensley,
you guys are. None of
This is
y'all
what
are.
happens when my motherfucking phone dies at work.
There's the thing though, is like I've never had issues with Girl or Nicole.
Not at all.
And
We don't though. That's the problem.
we've all been in rooms and groups together and
Yeah.
disagreed and shit before.
Yeah,
But
but
I
I
don't
don't
have
listen.
issues
So
with y'all.
I've never. I told IO even today. So these motherfuckers that want to say I sat here and talk shit. What I did say is I didn't appreciate how Retina went up and talked about his charges when she had the charges. What is wrong with that? That's not talking shit. That's being real.
No, I told you, Nicole. I never heard you talk shit about them.
I own it. I mean, everybody, the hypocrite word is thrown around on this app immensely.
And that's why I said today, I got no business talking about no one's shit. I don't want to know their shit.
And
Ain't my
if
business.
anybody has been in my lives long enough to know, I for sure used to window lick heavy when everybody was in the fucking Wreck-It thing because I didn't know who the fuck was gonna come after us.
HollyMae would be like,
because
"Can you
I
just
called
come in here,
Nelson
bro, and
out.
tell us what your side does?"
Can you big box bubbles, Holly?
She really didn't know.
I mean, and to be real,
I
like
thought
most
May
of
and
us
Girl were the
are
same
felons.
people.
She did forever.
She did.
Most
She's
of
like,
us are
"How do we talk
felons,
at the same
so
time?" Stupid.
I mean,
That
the
live,
problem
that's when she
is,
told me that. She was like, they ain't the same person. I said, no,
I knew down the line. I even said this, and that's why when I went to IO, it was like, listen, when I went off on you, and HollyMae knows this. That night, I was pissed finding this shit out over DV and all that, and I told IO that straight up. I was like, I went at you because I'm passionate about that. If that's not the case, you know that I'm sorry. That's a fuck up. You know, I was under the impression he contacted her abuser, and I don't like that. You know, but I'm not involved in their shit. Sorry, go ahead.
listen, I feel like this can be fixed.
Can we
Okay.
play this real quick?
They're always trying to convince people that I'm negative to women. This is that bitch from Miss Slot Live. This is HollyMae to be with Miss Slot. This bitch is hanging out with Miss Slot. What he's doing? Fuck her. He's not awareness. Why do I have to prove myself to this bitch? He's not bringing awareness. His own mouth, he said. Please that. Do you got any fucking questions, bitch? Fucking with her. Please that. Listen to that. Look, up yours right there, bitch. Here we go again. Stop muting me. What I said to you. Stop muting me. What I said was. Stop muting me. If that is what you're saying. Stop muting me. You bring me receipts. Stop muting me. Out of the box. Stop muting me. Stop muting me. Bro, I'm not convinced, bro. Stop muting me. Yeah, that's one of the things they're always trying to convince.
I think Nicole wants to see the ex-husband live too, if we can find it, guys.
And I watched that
Can you big
entire
box?
live. I seen that whole live, not just a clip. I watched it.
That wasn't a live. That was a video made. And that live was from July.
No, I'm saying I know that was in a live though. That happened in a live, correct?
Okay,
I'm
here's
saying I've seen it all. I watched
this is a live where he's trying to say that he's forgiving and he's not racist because was the issue, right? What he said. It was July. This shit has been going on for months. He gets an opportunity to take one thing and then he goes live for 2 days dragging HollyMae and I. And if you guys don't see that, I don't know what to tell you because it fucking happens and there's receipts.
Have a shit ton of videos.
Listen, I'm not saying that the back and forth never happened. I'm not. This is your guys.
I'm just saying, like, this last time when I made a comment in a chat when we were talking about racism, he went live the next day for an entire day talking about me and trying to send me messages, and same with Holly, and was tagging us and all this shit. Like, I have screenshots, and Holly and I said,
You're
no,
talking about a week ago, correct?
It was a few weeks ago, yes. And Holly and I both agreed we're not engaging. Don't open it. Don't click on it.
The reason why is he was in here because I was in here, and you were talking shit. That's why he did it.
It wasn't in here. It was in another live when they were talking about racism, and I said, quote, just like IO said he can't be racist because he's brown. That is all I said, and here we go again. He's live talking shit.
I think it's like a tit for tat, and he did say,
But it's not a tit for tat because I ain't fed into none of his recent shit. I'm not feeding into him at all. I even said when you started sitting over there with him, look, I don't care where you sit. I don't care who you sit with. I don't care if you want to sit with him. I was even fighting with people, not fighting with people, but I was telling people in my live who was jumping in the boxes, pissed off because you guys weren't taking their word for shit. I said, how do you expect anybody to just jump on a bandwagon and not ask the questions they're asking? Everybody should be able to ask these questions they're asking. They might be new to this side. We once were new to their side. We had questions. You want to be attacked for asking a question? No. So don't attack them for asking questions. Do you remember that?
Yeah, no, I do remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
And listen, at the end of the day, I'm a grown woman just like everybody in here. I'm going to make the decision of liking someone or disliking someone on my own feeling of them, what I see of them, not what other people
tell you. Yeah, I'm the same way. Trust me, girl, the same way.
I don't want this back and forth. It puts me in a position, and I don't like it at all.
So you got to go tell Io that because I'm not putting you in that position.
Yeah, she has.
If the people in here that was, talking like I was talking shit on you,
girl,
you know me of all people.
I window lick your guys' lives enough.
But yeah, trust me, they know, and I told them.
Like, I'm not gonna talk shit about you. I'm gonna say it how it is. I'm gonna say it how it is to him. I'm gonna say it how it is to everybody. Yes. I don't listen. A lot of people are mad because he called people bitches and body shame. I'm not. I'm really not thinking that's such a bad thing from what I used to do and what I still do today.
Yeah.
So I mean, that doesn't make me a horrible person because I'm not against what he calling names. I don't want nobody's life in danger. Okay.
I'm not. Listen. I am not live right now to get you to stop sitting wherever the fuck you want to sit. I'm not live right now to tell you Io is this horrible person. Never talk to me.
I don't.
That's on you to find out. That is on you to find out. You know what I'm saying? Because trust and believe, Io does not change his fucking, he might change a little bit, but he don't change his patterns as you see. Again, I'm not feeding into him. Retina's not feeding into him. But if he says something to one of us in a live, then we're gonna respond to him in a live.
I'm not saying
Can I have just the floor for a second? And I agree. Holly and I decided to go live because obviously when people lie on us, it's annoying as fuck, and we're gonna correct them every time. We have no problem talking about owning our shit, telling our stories, none of that. So when he gets online and does this shit, it's annoying and we're going to address it. But I just want to show you from 2 weeks ago, I made one comment in one live, right? That is all I did, Nicole. And this is the reaction. This is my notification.
Yeah, I know he does that. I see that. I see that.
You see Zen there?
Yeah, I see that.
All right, hold on. And another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. And another one.
Mind you, we didn't respond to any of the shit.
We did not. We didn't nothing. Another one.
Not a
Do you
like.
remember me coming in, Nicole, being jokey and saying, I heard you was coming after my bestie. You remember that day? That's why I did it. Because she was like, girl, he is bringing up old videos. He is doing this. He is doing that. And it had been going on for a week. And so that's why I come in jokingly and was like, boy, I heard you were going after my bestie. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be like, hey.
I remember that.
Could you stop?
That's what I'm saying.
So I can't control that man. That is not, you know what I mean?
No, we don't expect that, Nicole. It's just at some point, if you're going to sit with him and stories are false, you got to step up. You gotta correct them. You gotta put a stop to it.
Because she's never, I can
I
tell you,
don't
she's
know
never
your
heard these
guys'.
stories.
I don't know any of this. I
No, because when
still
you
would
were
love
coming
to
in,
see
when you
videos and stuff that you guys are claiming other stuff that he did. I don't
when
know any of this.
no,
I'm the
when you
newest to it.
specifically were coming in, that was when May was doing those underhanded side comments to you. When you just be in the comments, just in the comments with the comment people, just commenting, chilling, listening, whatever. And then she would say something, and then you got in my box one time to finally address what she said in the
Right.
comments, and then I'd never seen you in my live again. So I understand that. Grow was in my boxes. That was when I found out that they were two separate people.
Yeah. How are they talking at the same time? I was like, what?
You guys, thank you for the gifts. Honestly,
Nowadays, I
don't
take that as an
offend me.
offense, man. That offends me.
But like, do you see my point though, Nicole? Like, I made one comment in a live, and he did all of this over and over and over again for like 2 days straight, and for both Holly and I, it's always us together.
But Nicole's not lying, y'all. She really doesn't know this history or none
I
of that
know,
stuff.
but education is important to see people's actions. Like, we're not over here lying and making up stories on him like he claims. We have proof of everything.
Exactly.
give her a
And
chance.
again,
If she
I
sees the
never
shit, she'll speak
I never once jumped on a live stream. So, you know what I said? It was right before I deactivated my account. I was live. Okay. And right before I ended my live, I told IO, I looked dead in my camera and I said, if any one of your fucking friends that you sit with and or you contact my ex-husband, I will forever blame you because you were the one who enticed the shit. If something happens to me and I'm no longer here, the entire fucking interwebs knows that you enticed that shit with your little fucking following. And then I politely ended my live. I deactivated my account and I went and handled what I had to handle. And then I took it a step further and got the fucking police incident report. But then I heard about Vikings Live and then I reactivated before I got the paperwork. And then I got the paperwork literally the next day. I went live and I read the entire fucking incident report out loud. Showed it. You know what I'm saying? Showed every piece of paper. I have the girl where the fucking cop wrote the report up.
Again, she's not acting innocent. Let me just clarify this for the comment. She is not acting innocent. Again, I can assure you, Nicole knows none of this shit or the story because I didn't. I come from the same side Nicole came from. When I came around, Holly had to tell me privately. I know this stuff because Holly and I are friends. Nicole and her do not speak like we do.
Right.
Okay.
And that's what the comments are assuming Nicole's backing horrible things someone does. That's not the case here at all. It's not true.
Listen, I'm not
lying.
here. Listen, I fucking like HollyMae. Okay, I like Bettina. All right, I fucking like IO, and nobody's gonna change my mind except him. His actions, what he does. All right. Do I agree with everything? Probably not. But that doesn't mean I can't like someone.
Honestly, Nicole, at least my point of view, sorry, I'm eating, I just got home. But my point of view is like, I'm not trying to make you dislike anybody. I just want you to
I know you're not. I'm saying it for the ones down there.
It's for the comments. It's for Yaya and Queen.
HollyMae already said, listen, you figured out on your own already. What, a month and a half ago, we already had this conversation. So the fact that you motherfuckers down there want to talk that shit, none of you motherfuckers know me. So don't fucking try me, okay? Don't fucking try me. You don't know nothing about me, just like I don't know nothing about you. You don't know how I fucking roll. You don't know how I am. So mind your fucking business. Mind your business. I'm here for Retina, and I'm here for HollyMae, and I'm also here for IO.
Also, our sides are completely different. Like I've always said, motherfuckers from this side will go to their side and act like El Pacino and come back over here and like Betty Crocker. Like they just some respectful. They never curse. They clench their pearls when a motherfucker says the B word. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
I used to apologize for cussing over
And
here.
I'm sorry, but every time I see Nicole lately, I give her props because I seen the Nicole a year ago, and she is not the same woman presenting herself on live. And she has worked hard on that, and she needs to be acknowledged. Like, I'll give you a pat on the head for that. Like,
thank you.
Every time, because you be doing good.
I appreciate that.
Because
That's really
normally,
nice to me. I'm her fucking mama. Okay, I'll put her ass in time out.
But we both know, and I know, Monster loves HollyMae, loves Retina. Hensley's over here, and these are our friends. So we wouldn't sit there and talk shit about y'all, especially in front of these two girls.
Listen. I don't know what is going on with you guys and Shushu, but like I said, she could play it right here if she had it. She said she was going to send it.
She's always
There's no
like
point
that,
in
girl.
sending it because I promise you, I window lick. Not only do I window lick, but like I've said it publicly several times, I used to window lick to find out who was who because I didn't know who was going to come at us. But now, after the shit with Monster, obviously I window lick a lot, especially when I see her in a box because I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So I see a lot, which is why, and I'm thankful for it because when Maymay tried to come in here about Sassy didn't even have to say a fucking word. I knew the truth because I was window licking and I heard it.
Worm from Men in Black.
girl.
You know what I'm saying? Again, I never want to cloud anybody's judgment on nobody. That's why I'm not an awareness page. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will see on their own, just like I'll see about people on my own. Retina will see people on her own. Hensley, Nicole, everybody will. You know what I'm saying? My point is I don't want no part of him. None. At all. At all.
I get that.
I wish it would stay like that. So
He did say today that he doesn't have any issues with you. Did it get bring up? Was it maybe a thing that made it pop off? I'm not going to excuse it because of the Retina thing. He brought you up, okay? That's how it happened. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying anything like that, okay? I'm just saying that's what popped it off today. But he did after that say he doesn't have any issues. He just doesn't want you to say that he contacted your ex, and you
tell him I want to see proof on that.
All right,
I want to see proof where my ex was where I said IO contacted my ex and I'm in hiding because that's a fucking lie.
Or you threatened to contact your ex.
He did.
He taunted.
He did threaten.
My words were he taunted.
Yeah. That's what she told me too behind the scenes, Nicole. She never told me even
I'm gonna
privately.
be real with you guys. I don't even know what taunted means. Okay?
Like he had it in front of like say somebody got.
He was trying to weaponize it.
Yeah, say you got a piece. Not even like. Look what I got.
I had a donut in front of your face, and I'm like, "Ooh, you want this donut? Ooh,
yeah,
you want this donut?
Nicole's a diabetic, so watch it, Hensley. She's got diabetes.
Or like this. Say me and Hensley were into it, and I had a fucking button. All I had to do was press, and her whole world would blow up. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, bitch, go ahead and say something I don't like. Talk a little bit too loud, and I'm gonna press that button. That's how he was fucking acting and making it very fucking loud about it. Retina showed you the comments that he was posting on videos and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Then I was getting dumbass fucking messages like, bro, you weren't scaring me. I made it clear. I'm not scared of IO. I'm not scared of anybody on this fucking internet.
Well, nobody should be
scared. My ex, on the other hand, I don't know why, and I hope to God one day I will get out of that fear. But I'm talking about even when on the 4th of July, we walked the whole parade, me and my husband, and I promise you, I'm constantly looking over my shoulder. And it's weird because I have a husband and everything that would fucking go banana over me. But in my head, I go right back to, I couldn't take that motherfucker on.
That's
then.
called trauma.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no. You know how many people gave me, even IO's own people gave me real life information on him. I never, to this day, brought shit up.
That's learned behavior and trauma.
Yeah, PTSD for sure.
Oh shit, he was actually talking. I thought he was mumbling. Sorry, come back up.
Made a mistake.
My bad, Road Dog. Come back up, buddy.
Oopsie, Road Dog.
And I think everybody that's been I think anybody that's been in like a situation, Holly, I think it's normal, and it sucks that your brain just doesn't let it go. Like I've talked about me, I can't go to loud places. I can't go to concerts anymore. I can't. The fair gives me anxiety. I'll break out in hives. Like just because when I was in prison, when shit got loud, there was always some sort of altercation, a fight, pepper spray, all that. So it's still to this day, loud places I get so uncomfortable in.
Dude,
Well,
I
let
just
me
told them
tell you,
about the yard
listen.
down sound. I just told them that. I'm like, yo, if I heard that sound,
We
I
just
would be
talked
in
about
the
that 2
floor.
days ago. Me
It's
and Mom.
funny that you said that because
Look, I got PTSD and Stockholm syndrome. You know what Stockholm syndrome is?
yes,
Yes.
Where you fall in love with your, or you fall in
your
love with your
abuser.
abuser, but
Yes.
it's not like I love you. It's not like that.
It's a trauma
It's not
bond.
like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like kind of dependent. You know what I'm saying? You don't grow out of that overnight. I've
No.
been with my husband now going on 8 years. I've been with him 8 years.
hold on, Shushu. Check it out, Shushu. You look hella dumb. She is my family, stupid. What the
I
fuck do
told
you
y'all
think you're
that
doing
girl
right
is
now,
causing
Shushu?
issues.
I would ignore a
She
monster.
got checked.
Listen, Shushu can't
Ow.
open her. Listen, Shushu can't open her eyes wide enough
The
to.
fuck
HollyMae,
are
I'm
you
gonna break
talking
your rule
about?
for just 1 second, bro. Monster, that girl literally told these girls she was not in Boss Hogs Live last night for 45 minutes going crazy on people. She a lie.
First of
She a
all,
Shushu,
whole
I'm muting you because you're talking about shit that ain't got nothing to do with this, bro.
now you're
At
talking
all.
about my motherfucking family in the chat, bitch.
Yeah. She's been
And let me
antagonizing
say this,
people this whole
Holly.
time.
Nicole knows what you're talking about and going through because her trauma, I'm just going to put it this way. Her trauma
Man,
was
bitch, you
brought
got
to
me
this
fucked
app.
up.
Her abuser was brought to this app and put in her face.
Nah,
So
Shushu, what we're not
Nicole
gonna do is
knows.
talk about Monster's family in the chat. You know, I don't do the doxing, real life, kids, none of that shit.
You know,
And
monster.
normally
Now I'm gonna
HollyMae
show
don't
you.
mute
The
people.
fuck is she talking about right now?
Don't even worry about a monster. She's irrelevant.
Get about her. That's why I didn't want
Yeah,
to.
don't
I
pay
like
attention to
Shushu
her.
or
She ain't
whatever,
shit.
but not for right
She ain't
now
shit.
because this
Listen,
is
listen. Does anybody have any tea bags for her?
girl.
She ain't shit.
She's gone. She's gone. She's not in
Thank
the
you.
in the
And
chat.
HollyMae don't normally do that in this live.
Yeah, but
Swear to fucking God.
I get it.
Can I
We
go?
don't do real life.
Listen, Holly's a little sensitive about me, okay?
And that's
Petty's
good.
parole has been trying to talk, and if we don't shut up, she'll never interrupt
Yes,
us.
yes,
So
ma'am.
go ahead, Petty's.
Petty's parole officer. I
Listen,
apologize.
because
Also, I'm a
nobody's checking my.
girlfriend, and Grow
I'm
loves me
sorry.
because of my voice.
I do.
Okay,
It's so soothing, y'all.
So, Grow, I followed you around since the RT days under a different name, and I won't say because that goes to my real life, and I learned
please
real
don't.
quick not to do that anymore.
Yeah, please. Don't.
And then I went under a new one, which Monster knows, but that's another secret because I still have to use it sometimes. So
Yeah,
I'm
and
sitting in
please
the corner
don't ever
for a
tell
while.
it.
No, I won't. But I think I have a proposed plan here. So, Nicole, you see where Ratina and Holly are trying to disengage. Now you have some of the background, and you guys have gotten a good leash on IO. Like, I'll sit in there if you guys are in there. And he's been contained and pretty good. So, what if Holly and Ratina agree to stay on the path of staying disengaged? And then if you guys could ask IO to disengage and act like they don't exist, but I do need a favor. And Nicole, you know that some of that whole raiding, swatting, whatever anyone wants to call it situation was tied somewhere else, which we've discussed. But I would like to ask a favor. Bubbles down in the chat, which she would be happy to help you anytime you need it. And she's a damn good resource, but she's really been put through the ringer and drugged by IO also. And I can say all of this because I've sat through each live when it happened. I was here during HollyMae's situation with him. I was here when his goonies were running around amok causing trouble. So could we just ask him not to mention Ratina, Holly, or Bubbles anymore? And none of those three, I don't mean to speak for you ladies, but because you are my friends, I feel safe to say they won't speak on him either. And then that keeps both sides of the sidewalk clean.
I
So,
like coming in there with you.
so
I
I don't.
can't believe this finally blew up. Like, I'm shocked.
I'm gonna go
I
back.
follow all you guys everywhere.
I'm gonna go back to what I said. Listen, I don't control that man. That man is not my real husband. but I am willing to like have a conversation and see what I can do. I can't promise anybody anything. Okay.
Right. But you gave him a chance
Respect that.
and he's followed you. It's clear that he respects you and he's followed your lead. And that's calmed him down and given him exposure to a different group of people versus the monster heathens he was running with a year ago.
Right.
You,
We
Nicole,
try to do that. Honestly, we do. We try to do that. We did a great job with Viking. Like
you all do.
he used to, girl. He used
Viking's
to.
done
And
amazing.
we used to fuck this app up a lot.
He did.
I'm telling you, and he is on his. I just. I'm not gonna
But
say
like,
it.
I mean, I
People
told
in the
Nicole the
chat
same
Hey,
We
it's
thing.
all
do
about
have.
growth. It's all about growth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And
I told
people
her.
in the
trying to
chat, I
grow.
do, and I've spoken up in a couple of places, but people in the chat, I will, and I want to say that I know where Nicole was at a year ago and the progress
Yes.
and changes that she's made. And that also deserves credit and grace as well, because while Viking has made huge changes, so has Nicole.
A year ago, you wouldn't have seen me and Nicole in the same box. Let's just put it that way.
No, I hid from her.
Oh,
Monster,
I
I
didn't
just got
hide
hit.
from
She's
her.
cool and she yells. I'm going to
No, I
follow
didn't
her.
hide from her, but me and her fought. But
My
like
throat
I
hurts
told, I
today.
told Nicole, and I've told Holly the same thing. Since Io has been hanging out with these girls, he has done a lot of growing. He has done a lot
But
of
that's not for me to see.
changes.
And
Right.
I get that. That's not for me. That's good. I'm good for you.
And good
I
where you're at.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. That's got nothing to do with me. That's
Right.
got nothing to do with Retina. Like, that's good that you're making the changes to get, you know what I'm saying, a platform back and all the things. That's good. I believe that this app is big enough for
For everybody.
everybody except for motherfucking Casey Anthony. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Other
Amen.
than that, everybody should have a
Every
place on
room
here.
on
It's
this
fucking
app for
big
her.
enough. You said what?
Well, and two, Nicole and Grow on his intro when you go into the live, and he may not even realize that it's still there. But when people go into his chat, next time you guys go in, and I'm not sure which one of his 17 accounts does it, but it does have a very antagonistic introduction mentioning Bubbles and HollyMae from way back when all of this happened 9 months ago.
And I didn't even
And
know that shit until recently and still
and
didn't give a
Bubbles is
fuck. I
one of
was like,
those
oh, okay.
that will always have your back. Like she'll always have that recording if you need it. So like when Petty said that she was a good resource, she means it. Like I'm sure if Bubbles had a time, she could find the recording that you're asking for of him, taunting the ex-husband in front of her face. Just because Bubbles is good for that. She is our recorder, she's our streamer, she's our knowledge, she's our everything.
I
Yes.
love
And
Bubbles.
she's very quiet. She's a very quiet, meek, loving woman. That just has an opinion sometimes, like us. So that's just a rundown on Bubbles.
And listen, what you call it? The whole Gumby thing, right? Gumby comes to
Oh,
the scene,
Jesus.
and he's right? But he comes to
I
the
know who
scene,
that
right?
is.
He's some new dude that people don't really know, right? And he's like open. He's got his arms wide open for all these women who've been victimized by IO, and people were running for it. They were running in them arms. And I'd sit in the comments and watch. You know what I'm saying? I'd say hi here and there, whatever, and I'd sit in the comments and watch and everything. Well, what you call it? Gumby started to, like, the girls that would leave IO would come over and he would question them or whatever and like talk to them, and the second they'd say something that he didn't like, or they didn't say they were leaving him for good or whatever the case may be, he would come at them sideways, drop them, talk shit, all that, right? So Bubbles, Fuzzy, and all the girls that used to sit together at that time held alive to hold him accountable for being what you're claiming IO is. You're doing the same shit. Then he was put on the docket, because that's when I was holding court. He was put on the docket, and all of a sudden the court was this horrible platform, and he would never be in the docket, and he would never entertain it and whatever. So I was like, hold on, you used to be over here. That's how I met you. You jumped in my box to put IO on the docket. Now, because it's you think it's a horrible platform, because that's what people do. It's so great when you're calling somebody else out, but when they become the one you're calling out, then you're this horrible person and platform. Gumby ain't been around us over here at all since he got called out. for being exactly what he claimed IO was.
By the
He's
way,
been
can I
gone
say
since
it's
that
crazy
day.
as hell? I was gonna say, by the way, can I say it's crazy as hell that Casey Anthony's even on this fucking app?
And got all them followers. They were
Real
bought.
parents. What the fuck?
All right,
Talking
I
about
gotta
she an
get off because
advocate.
I'm going to sleep for work in the morning. But all
I
I
just wanted to
want
get
is
this
for me and
clarified.
Retina to be Retina, and Bubbles to be left the fuck alone from him.
I'm gonna talk to him.
I keep
Because
all my stuff separate. You know that.
Oh yeah, I don't
Yes.
listen. I don't group
Hold
you
on.
guys
we
I
with
don't
want
do
to.
that.
IO.
I want to respond to Petty. I will not make backhanded comments about him in other lives. Okay, I will refrain from doing that. But every
Thank you.
single person in here that knows me and my personality, if you say one thing sideways to me, I'm coming sideways right back. I'm sorry. That's just how it works.
Absolutely. But that's where I'm hoping that the plan is that because he respects Nicole enough that if he will stand down and neutralize this, if anyone can get him there, it's going to be Nicole, just from what I've witnessed.
And
Yeah,
tell him
And
and
I
don't
just
be
want
tagging us
everyone to
in
be able to have
comments and
some
shit.
peace.
And don't
and
be tagging
honestly,
us.
it doesn't just put her in a fucking situation. It puts Hensley in a situation. It puts me in a situation. I don't. This is it. I'm not doing it.
Today, I stand like Nicole says, I can't tell nobody what to do. But like today, when people try to bring up HollyMae and Retina, I did my part. I'm like, listen, I don't want no fucking part of this shit. I can remove myself from situations. But I think that's a nice idea. And I know Nicole will at least mention it and bring it up. She can't make him, but I know she
Life is
will.
hard enough in the real world. Let's have
Yeah,
fun,
you're
okay?
funny. Troll ass
And we
account.
get that you
Listen,
can't make it.
I am trying to what'd you say, girl? You said
Hold on. I have the solution. I have the solution. Okay. Wait.
God, I'm scared.
This is going to be really good or really bad.
Go ahead, Retina.
Throw that proof sippy cup, cause yeah, that doesn't happen. You sound goofy.
I
Nice
can
try.
assure you, if he hits females, it's in a good way. Because I'll be seeing his wife on his
Right.
thirst traps like
Come
crazy.
on
Okay,
now. Fuck
so
out of here.
Wait,
he
did she
must be
say
hitting it from the
something? Because I didn't
back.
hear anything.
Yeah, they're talking
My
Oh
about me
shit!
because they
solution.
got nothing better to do but
Here's
to
my
troll.
solution. She's back. She's back on her platform. Io just needs to
Prove you
focus
wrong if
back
you're the one saying it. Show that
right
proof that
here.
I do, because it ain't on my record and there ain't no proof on that. Because it don't happen, you goofy.
There, give Io his new target because she is back, and he would love that one.
He can go back to calling her pancakes and all of the derogatory things that he says. Just focus on her. He did great on that. Just focus
and
on
she
that.
entertained him.
HollyMae, the one that has cops knocking at their door for certain reasons that we're not going to talk about on this live because I respect HollyMae.
Who?
That's that
Well,
troll.
and we're not even, Sippy Cup,
That's
just
that
simmer
troll
down. We're
account.
finding solutions tonight, not causing
Right.
problems, okay?
Yeah, and this one gave
Nicole,
him
are you going to
entertainment.
dump me
Like
after
she,
this?
huh?
Is Nicole dumping me after this?
Mm-mm.
No.
I
Okay,
mean, I
thank
don't
you.
speak for
My
her,
chances
but
Oh,
of
yeah, no,
coming
you
here
guys
on
are
the
good. You
fancy
guys are
side,
good.
I'm going to fuck you up.
Look, the app just told me that me and Nicole are besties. The bitch ain't getting rid of me now.
well, and the thing is too is IO doesn't
Right?
expect
That's
Okay,
her
what
to
you
back.
have
tell
beefs
y'all,
with
ain't
a
it?
bunch of people that she don't even know the beef. Like he doesn't expect her to do that either.
Well,
So
I took my shoes off for this side, and I ain't going to take
No,
it back.
I think honestly, what I think honestly is IO knows that. Well, I feel like IO assumes that we don't know each other enough to know that we would say something. You know what I'm saying? For one, for two, I think that he he assumes that we're just gonna get in the lives and start screaming and yelling because it does go left, like when Shoo Shoo came up here, and his story would flow. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and that didn't
Right
work.
here.
So she had to start poking me in the fucking comments. Like, bitch, I swear to God, you got the wrong one.
But that's it. It's like he doesn't know how intertwined people are and how some of us can come together and have conversations. Because I guarantee everybody except maybe Petty's parole officer can yell louder than somebody else in this box.
Yeah, I used to be good at it, but I have a partially paralyzed vocal cord. I don't like to yell, and once I do, the room just kind of stops. But then it bleeds out for 3
The
days,
other
and
day
it's
I
just
was
not fun.
screaming and her voice
Yes,
alone made me
see-
calm down. I'm just saying.
But you know what I'm saying is like we can all have a conversation, like a real conversation, and we don't have to argue. But
Yeah, I'm the one that
don't
gets
get
in
it
the middle.
twisted. Don't get it twisted. All of us in here can scream over somebody else.
Yo,
And
when
I'm
I
just going to
walked
get in the
here,
middle and ask everyone to simmer down. Let's just calm down.
when I got my charger and I came in here, I said, "Oh my fucking God, what the
Girl, when Holly
fuck?"
called me, I about shit my. I was like, oh my God.
Especially because I'm sorry, but I know that a lot of people on this app like to put their friends in bullshit. I'm not that way. I'm not that way.
No.
So if I see my friend sitting somewhere, I'm not gonna intentionally put my friend in shit. I'm just not gonna do that. If I myself cannot handle something, then I'm not gonna put myself into that shit. You know
Girl,
what I'm
you know
saying?
how many times the Wreck-It crew wouldn't even know what was going on with me on the other side of the app, and they'd be like, "What the fuck? I
And
never
Sippy
brought my
Cup,
shit there."
listen, Sippy Cup, the mods are just gonna mute you for 5 seconds every 5 seconds because seriously, like you're in here on a troll account and expecting us to take you seriously. And I'm not talking about a troll account that's the trolls that be coming in here. I'm talking about a whole 00. You didn't even give it enough time to put a profile picture.
Right, whole neutral.
No, Sippy Cup cannot comment the rest of the live. Whoops.
Oh, well, there you go.
Appreciate
This is
it.
what I'm saying. Y'all are bringing shit in here that ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. And I'm not doing a whole ass fucking all-nighter. For one. For two, if you're going to come in here with the shit that you guys be saying, at least come in with your full fucking front face for us, anybody, to take you fucking serious.
Facts.
That part.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Sugar
Oh,
Plum.
hello, Bear. You missed
Hi.
it, buddy.
Hi.
Where you been?
Well, I've been down in the comments. I haven't been reading them, but I've been down in the comments. I've been around, but I just wanted to say that the people that the boxes and places that I go now, I enjoy. Well, most of them say we do go do some shit, but anyway,
Me too.
and I have seen personally a lot because I used to hate Nicole. I used to troll Nicole.
Bitch.
I did, and I hated Grow too. I trolled her too.
I really
Grow
hated
tried
Bro
to get
too.
at me, but I'll tell you what, I've seen growth. My point is, I've seen growth, and with IO, I hated IO as well. I didn't know all what he was doing, but I saw him as aggressive and mean, so
Hold
I stayed
on,
away.
I need to be a part of the
But
group.
I have seen
You hated
growth
me
in
too.
all of them. I'm sorry.
Remember,
I
we
said-
hated Regina.
Yeah, you gotta add me into this group. I need to be a follower. You hated me too, remember?
Oh, that's right, Regina. We talked some shit.
We did hate Regina, remember?
Yes,
I tell
and
her that
Regina
all
too.
the time. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe I was. Anyway.
Yeah, Monster was mean to me. You know what? As a matter of fact,
I
90% of you in here have been mean to me, you bitches.
No, ma'am. No,
Hey, I
ma'am.
sang
We
to you
love
every
each
time
other.
you came. Every time you came
I
into
used
my
to
live, I
bully
sang
her.
to you.
I would block her ass on all her accounts because I knew them and no one else did. And I said, get out of here for no reason. I don't even know why still. You
Yeah,
did
and I was-
something. You had to have.
What?
You had to have done something.
I did, my magic. You know, you're not the only magical person around here, right?
I'm a fucking fairy.
Touche.
Mm-hmm. All right, anyway,
I'm
that's
going to
all I
go by
wanted to say.
Tinkerbell from now on.
Huh?
I'm going to identify as Tinkerbell from now on.
Okay.
I want to say I'm really proud of everyone in here. This went so much better than I thought it was going to.
There's no, you know why? Because there's no reason for any of us to fucking.
It's ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never done nothing. They ain't never done nothing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, we ain't never personally affected each other in a negative way at all.
Right.
Right. Absolutely.
No,
Anyway,
so
I'm
all I
dropping.
need is for the comment cousins and the nosy neighbors to simmer down until after lunchtime because my mornings are spent with Nicole and Grow. So today you screwed up my whole schedule.
Yeah,
So comment cousins and nosy neighbors you can have after
We
12.
can't help what Megan and Hair Junkie wanted to wake up and choose violence.
Well,
We
listen,
chose
they
it with
screwed
them.
up my Bible study this morning, and I don't like when my Bible study is tainted.
It's not even Sunday.
I do it every day.
I was gonna
And then
say,
I
there
can
is
watch
Bible
everybody
study
run
every
amok
day.
and yell all the words.
All right, you guys. I'm ending. I'm going to sleep.
Thank you guys.
Thank you
I
guys
hope
for
everyone
coming and
has a good
listening.
day.
I hope. I don't know. I just you ain't. You, listen. My name is Bennett. I ain't in it.
I
Okay.
say we have a prayer. Do you want Nicole to lead us in a
Yeah,
prayer? before we
listen,
exit,
I
or-
don't. I hope nobody missed any periods, and
Yeah.
I hope you guys have
Nicole,
a
can
good
you lead
day.
us in
I
a prayer
plead the
before we
Oh,
say
fifth, not
goodbye?
all.
monster. Wait a minute.
Everyone,
Wait a
bow your
minute.
heads. Bow your
Monster.
heads.
Hold on.
Go
Wait,
ahead,
girl.
Nicole.
Listen, monster. Two things. Okay, so when for me growing up and stuff, like when someone was sick or something, we would do a prayer and then we would light the Virgin Mary candle and we would leave it lit. Like we didn't blow it out. Like it had. Do I have to do that with this candle?
Witchcraft.
No, you should
You
be
were
all
doing
right because
that.
Nicole's prayers are very strong. I like
No,
when
I'm
she leads.
Are
talking
you
about
telling me
monster.
that I didn't send you? Hold on. I didn't send you the fucking instructions?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't get it yet.
Monster, I got my candle.
Also, this is just me just throwing this out there because I'm a weirdo. Listen, okay, I told Hensley this too. Listen, I have PCOS. I bleed like a fucking weirdo. Road dog, you might not want to listen to this, but anyways, this is my first actual normal, regular period, and now
What
your
the
candle's
fuck?
coming. So I need to know. Hopefully, there's
Someone grab the
instructions in there
soccer
on how to
balls.
use it.
There are instructions. You
Okay.
had
Hold
me
on.
stressed just now because
I
I
have a
thought that.
question. Did Monster's package include pre-seed?
I have pre-seed, bitch, from when I was trying to ask Allie for it.
I just want to know if you
Listen,
guys.
I'm not trying to offer Frankenstein seed all over the place, even though
No,
he
no, no, no.
is.
You got
Okay.
it at
Allie,
Walmart,
You got a
girl.
Snickers
this
bar.
is your first normal period, and is that what you said?
Yes,
Yes,
girl.
Nicole.
Yes.
Yes.
You're not lying, are
I'm
you?
No,
trying to
and
light
No.
the
she's getting her
fucking
fertility
candle.
candle from Monster.
You're
So we're
telling the truth,
praying.
so it's the candle?
Bowed. I would
We're
like for our prayer to
praying.
start. Go ahead, Nicole.
Oh,
Listen,
And
I
this
know
okay.
candle has
Shushu's
her
mad at me
baby.
right now. I
Do
know
you got a
Shushu's
Snickers
mad at
bar?
me right now, but I'm responsible for
Look, if she
Shushu's
has a
She'll be
blessing.
baby,
all
I'm
right. Give her a
ordering a
tea
love
bag. She'll be
candle
all right.
because
Give her
I
a tea
need a
bag.
Oh,
husband.
okay.
So Monster
Lord,
told me she was gonna send me a candle, and I was like, "What? Oh my god, are you
Her candles
serious?"
are badass.
Well, when she said that, right, because she just told me about this, all of a sudden Sunday, I told my husband, I'm getting cramps, and like I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm about to be dying for the next few days because I don't. It's not normal. It's clots, right? All of a sudden, first day, I'm like, oh my God. Girl, I made my husband come look. I'm like, I'm bleeding. He goes, oh my God. I'm like, no, I'm bleeding. Like, I'm not clotting. I'm bleeding. Like, it's regular. It's normal. It's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't
want to
have to
trigger
call in
Emily right
from
now
it.
by talking
man,
about
listen, Larry.
When
This
you
is
get that candle,
look.
when you get that candle and read those instructions, do those things, okay?
I need someone.
Okay.
I need to go get a Snickers bar or something. This is some shit.
warning, Emily. Sorry in the comments. Trigger warning, Emily. I know this is a trigger for you.
My
Apologize.
face is like,
Y'all, we
Holly,
can't be talking about periods
I'm
in front of
so
Emily. She's
excited
triggered.
already.
So am I. So am I. Listen,
I'm
I'm
excited
already,
for you.
girl.
Emily's triggered.
Sorry, Nicole. Go ahead.
Oh, no, nothing. I hope you guys all have a good night.
You too.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank
Nicole.
you guys. I'm putting my
Thank
shoes
you,
back
bro.
on now. Leaving.
Getting
I'm glad
I'm
to see
keeping my
all
napkin,
my
though.
friends together in one spot.
I guess
I'm
Kind of
keeping
enjoy.
my
leaving all of you
napkin.
guys down.
I guess
We
I'll
can
leave
all
by
work
saying
together.
enjoy the time of the month.
Hi, Bear.
You said
Because
what?
she don't have a
Enjoy my
baby
time of the
bump.
I
month.
said I guess I'll
Just
leave by
trust
saying
me.
enjoy your time of
Make
the
sure you
month.
guys
I'm
tell
not
the
gonna
truth
say
about
it.
your period.
Wait, can I keep
She's
my
gonna get a
napkin
baby.
from the fancy side? Can I keep it?
Yes, you can.
Yeah! Let's go, Nicole.
Take your
Okay,
break.
all right.
Nicole.
Thanks, ladies.
Nicole.
Bye, guys.
Do you know how many fucking times I had to call in last month because I was plotting?
Oh, God.
Again, I'm
So
gonna
when
leave with you to the enjoying the time of the month. Thanks for having me up in the box, y'all.
thank you. So when we have a gender reveal, you gotta come, Nicole.
You know what's
Girl,
weird
Hensley, I
too?
swear to God, I'm coming over to Holly's house. I have her address.
Monster. If
Shit.
she has a baby, I want a fucking love candle. Do you hear me? I want a fucking husband worth a fuck.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm
Put some
so
good
done with
voodoo
you.
in
But
that
you know
shit.
what? You got to
Good
get you a
boy.
self-love candle first, bitch, because I'm telling you,
Can I get both,
you got to
bitch?
start. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Say what you were gonna say, monster, because you know you telling the
No.
truth. You gotta
Go
love
ahead and say
yourself
it. She
first.
be telling me all the time.
Listen. You gotta
You
love
gotta love
yourself
yourself
first,
first.
or else you are never gonna find a man to love you correctly. Because how can you love a man correctly if you can't love yourself correctly? You gotta teach a
And
motherfucker. When Michelle, K. Michelle say you can't raise a man, she halfway is lying and
We
halfway
hope so,
telling the
Michelle.
truth. Because let me tell you, there
yeah,
are beautiful single mothers out there raising men every day. For one, for two, when you get a man, you do have to train him how to love you because no man is going to walk into the picture and just know. Just like you ain't going to just know. You
Right.
have to, he
like
has to
love
train you.
languages.
Exactly.
Yeah, mine had to figure out, like, listen, if you
I
don't
said,
get me something on Valentine's Day, I think you hate me. I told him that because
I
he
don't
don't
like
know.
Valentine's. It's by my
He
birthday, so I don't
doesn't
like it.
understand, but everybody's different, right?
Different.
Like, you don't like it. I love it. You can live without it. I can't. Like, if you don't
Right.
get me something, I feel like you hate me, bitch. Like, so you have to learn shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, well, she's got to go to bed, guys. Y'all night.
all right. Good night, you
but yeah.
guys.
I love y'all.
Everybody
Bye.
have a good
Anyway,
night.
Good night.
I'm so happy. I'm excited.
Me
Fuck you,
too.